Hello, everybody. I am Sunshine Lane, and today I'm here with Lori Piper. We are both contributing authors in the best selling book, Energy Medicine Solutions, with mind blowing results for living an extraordinary life. Several of the authors from this book are sharing their wisdom and healing and techniques and tools in the Energy Medicine Solution Workshop series that I'm so excited about. Today, we're talking to Lori about her workshop, The Energetic of Healing, Reiki to Unite Your Inner Healer. Before we start, I'd like to introduce Lori. Lori Piper is an author of Inner Joy Coach and the founder of Journey to Inner Joy. So, welcome, Lori. You are certified as a chakra total well-being coach, a chakra PSM meditation instructor, Reiki master, yoga instructor, and chakra perfect health. Ayurvedic lifestyle instructor. Lori brings magic of a unique blend of healing practices and life-changing wisdom to you through total well-being coaching. Her mission is to help women who feel they have lost their soul, working for the men to get clarity of their passions and find the courage to set boundaries at home and work so they can do and live their life with joy. So, welcome, Lori. I'm so excited that you are here and thank you for being here.
Thank you for the great introduction. I appreciate that. I am excited to be here, and I'm really excited about the workshop series because it is a game changer. So much healing wisdom from so many different healing modalities and so many different really accomplished women and men. So yeah, it's a great mix of all kinds of healing tools, and it's not to be missed. Yes. So
Yes, it's very empowering.
yes.
Very
And
empowering, very exciting, and so much offered.
yes, definitely. And my workshop is called The Energetics of Healing, Igniting Your Inner Reiki to Ignite Your Inner Healer. And I want to kind of talk about it and start by saying stress makes you stupid and stress kills. That's really all you need to know about stress. Not true. I want to explain why, and I want to explain why energy healing. So it is energy medicine solutions, right? Because it is about our energy. And our energy is definitely, and you know this, Sunshine, our energy is highly impacted and negatively impacted by your stress levels. And when we look at things physiologically, it makes sense. Because when you are mad, angry, worried, all that is stress. So it's not just, oh, I'm stressed about something. It's anger, worry, losing your mind like I just did. What happens is blood goes away from the rational and empathetic part of your brain and goes to the reactionary part of your brain. So when you're worried, angry, stressed, not only does it make you stupid, so you make bad decisions, but you also say things you don't mean. And I'm sure we all have been there where we've said something when we're angry or we're worried or we're afraid. And then we look back and we think, oh my gosh, why did I say, what was I thinking? Well, because of the stress levels, you weren't thinking. So energy healing, all of these energy healing modalities bring you back to a point of minimizing that stress, getting rid of that stress. and allowing the blood to flow back to that empathetic, compassionate, smart brain that we all have, right? Right. So, and I'm sure you've seen that with your clients as well.
Yes, for sure. Like what you're talking about, that overwhelm, that stress, that worry, that concern, it's a lower vibration. And in our physical body, like you're speaking of, our heart rate, like rate changes, right? It goes fast, and our blood changes, and the chemicals in our brain, it has so much impact. And we can get caught up in just that physical body. And there's so much more, right, with the energy. And even if we want to just focus on that physical body, it's energy. It should
Yes.
be never the same, but always changing and flowing and moving. So yes, for sure, for sure. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And when we do look at that energy, like you said, we are energetic bodies. We are energy at the lowest quantum point that science can pinpoint now. It's energy. So to say energy is not real, then you're not up to speed on what science knows. But you can also feel it. You can really feel someone's energy. I don't know if you've ever gone in, I'm sure you have. I know I have, and I'm sure a lot of people listening have as well. You walk into a room and you feel like, oh, I don't want to go there. Or maybe it's like, yes, this is so inviting, right? That's the energy of the people in that room. I remember a job I had. I was still in college and I was working part-time in an office. And the first time I met the group, I was like, this is not good. And I came to find out that there was a lot of fighting between them. You can feel it. And the more open you are to that energy, the more you can change your energy with just with being aware. But it also helps to have healers who can help bring you to that place of peace. Right?
Yes. Well, I'm glad that you're speaking of that, Lori, because all we can do is change ourselves, right? Do that inner work. And
Right.
we can't change anybody outside of us. We can only change and grow and expand and transition
Mhm.
ourselves. And that has the ripple effect on the energy we're giving out and able to receive, right? So, but we
Absolutely.
cannot change anybody else except ourselves, like what you were
So
speaking of.
yes, absolutely. Very good point, because I had a client yesterday and I asked if he understood, what does he know about Reiki? And he said, well, you're going to give me energy and I'm going to, and it's like, well, it really is about, my energy and your energy. And the way I look at it, and I saw this beautiful poster once, and it says, a light will remove the darkness. Right? A room is dark, you
Mhm.
turn the light on so you can see. And it's all about being, wow, I can see now. I can see I need to be more compassionate. I can see my heart. I can see my light. That's changing your energy. And that's what we do in energy healing is I don't change, like you said, I don't change you, but I allow you, I bring you to a place where you can find that inner light, that inner joy, that inner healer. We all have an innate healer. So it's just, and it makes sense, but you have to be in that place. You have to step away from the chaos and allow your body to be present, to be calm, and to heal. That's
Yes.
where the healing
I'm
is.
yes. I'm so grateful for what you're sharing, Lori, because when it comes to energy work, it is we're divine souls having a human experience. But a lot of that monkey brain can get in the way of us connecting. And yes, we as energy healers do the work, but it is your soul that has the calling. It is your soul allowing for that work to take place, right? And we are the like the tool or the vessel and just tuning that dial a little bit, but it is the soul allowing for this work to happen, right? We're just like tuning it a little bit so it can be felt, um, heard, brought to the awareness, to the perception. Beautiful, Lori. Yeah.
Right. And when we are in that place where we can listen to the soul, to the heart, to those messages, that's when miracles happen. I mean, truly, that's when miracles happen. Deepak Chopra, so I've been to many of seminars, and my certifications are through Chopra. He was once asked at a seminar, what's the difference between meditation and praying? Because Deepak Chopra and his organization were all about meditating, being in that place of silence. And someone asked, well, what's the difference between meditation and prayer? And he said, prayer is talking to God. So where we ask God for healing, we ask God for health, so talking to God. Meditation is listening to God. Because we might pray and then we go immediately into our day and it's rush. You don't even have time to listen to God talking to you or notice the signals, the synchronicities around you, because as you mentioned earlier, we're so up here.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's only the physical body, right? That's not the emotional or mental or spiritual or the energetic body. It's just letting that physical body overrule everything of us, right? And I'm so pleased to like it is really interesting to hear, like as you're speaking, I have goosebumps on, there's a difference between listening to God, right? And talking to God. And definitely for sure, like whatever your God of your understanding is within all of us, right? Not separate or outside, but it's that monkey brain again, or when we're just in that physical body, it overwrites, it overrules everything and just compresses the other bodies and systems. So that balance and harmonizing is a very healthy thing. And that's what energy healing is all about, right? Yes.
Right. And it's amazing how we all, I think, especially when we're younger, we all understand this instinctually, but it is conditioned out of us. Oh, that's not real. Because we can't see it, society thinks, well, that's not real, it's not real. But what's interesting and what I love about, some of the great stuff I've been learning over the years is science is proving that the sages of ancient India, China, Japan, Native Americans, Eskimo, they were all healing each other without pharmaceuticals. And so there's so much healing that can be done without pharmaceuticals. And I'm not telling anybody to throw their pharmaceuticals away, right? If you're going to make any changes that way, please talk to your primary care physician, right? Because I don't know what's going on, but even if, I've got clients who are cancer patients and cancer survivors. I'm going to be going to a Reiki share tonight for cancer survivors. And it helps you, even if you are on especially if you are on some of these very harsh treatments for things like cancer, having a healer, and I don't care if it's acupuncture, acupressure, Reiki, meditate, I don't care what it is, find someone who can help support you and your body through that healing. We do need Western medicine. It does a lot of good for us, but don't poo-poo. And that's a technical term, by the way. Don't poo-poo, what energy healing can do for you. Learn about it. Try it out.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you mentioned earlier, we all have a healer within us, right? Society has taught us that we have to fulfill ourselves on the outside of ourselves when everything needs to come from the inner and then outer, right? And a lot of stuff is around monetary things. And it's too bad that the two healing things we're working towards that on coming together, right? There's certain situations, yes, where you know, what we know of how to heal ourselves in our physical body as far as doctors or medicines. But yes, there has to be us coming together in that because there's so much more. And by society teaching us that we rely on everything outside of ourselves, that takes away our empowerment, right? It takes away from
Yes.
that healer that we all have within.
So important to remember that it does empower us.
And like you say,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, like you say, it's been here for generations and generations, and science is talking about that now, and there's scientific proof. And we have to get our empowerment that way. It's always been, but where it changed is monetary money, right? Um, Lots and lots of money. So we just changed direction, most of us that way. And we have to get back to what's always been known and what is right inside of us.
Right, exactly, exactly. I suffered with allergies years ago, and I suffered so bad. I was getting allergy shots. I was on meds. I had an asthma inhaler for allergetic asthma, allergy-induced asthma. And one day it put me in the emergency room. And it wasn't my allergies so much as it was the meds. And then I vowed, I'm not doing this anymore. So I did work with my allergist, and I said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try acupuncture. I want you to work with me. If you're not going to work with me, fine. I'll find somebody who will. And he did. He worked with me. God love him. And my acupuncturist, she was amazing. And I am med free. I mean, I am pharmaceutical free. I use herbals. I've taught myself about herbals. I use Reiki. I do yoga. So all these other things that heal our body that you wouldn't think are directly related to allergies.
Yes. Well, like you speak of, and what you just shared on your personal experience and your personal journey with medicines and prescriptions. It is around money, and we take one thing, which causes something else to shut down in the body, and then we need another thing, and they all have side effects, right? And they're all, with all our different bodies and systems, closing down on us, right? When we can do the natural healing, the energetic work, and go within, and that actually taps in our bodies and systems to our full true essence, to our health, right? And to our wealth and that self-awareness.
Exactly. Exactly. So, yes, so you folks who are watching this, I mean, this is the type of, in the workshop, in my workshop, again, it's called The Energetics of Healing, Reiki to ignite your inner healer. I can't talk this morning. And so what I'm going to be doing is talking more about the reality. People want physical, right? Well, show me. Well, science is showing us. So I will spend a little bit of time about, stress, the negative effects it has, and how energy is real. It's not fake, and everything is energy. So we'll talk about why it works. And we will go through an energetic, a Reiki energetic healing. And I'm going to teach you a couple of techniques to use every moment of every day as needed to lower your stress. So before you go in and talk to your boss about something that is stressing you, ways that you can bring your stress levels down. So you bring that blood back to your rational, empathetic brain, which allows you to listen better, allows you to respond better. And then also for healing yourself, keeping you healthy by keeping your stress levels low throughout your day and in the evening before you go to bed. So lots of really good stuff about how to minimize your stress during the day and also ignite that inner healer with Reiki. So we'll be teaching you a little Reiki meditation, which is really cool. So
Oh my goodness. I am so excited. Your offerings are so like much, right? Like just you'll receive all kinds of tools and everything that you can use, right, on a daily basis. Know and sense, like, okay, I'm feeling this way. I'll bring that in. That's so, yeah, I'm
yes.
so grateful to hear that. And
So
it's so exciting and empowering.
empowering, yes, I love it. I was waiting for you to say that again. Empowering, yes. And this is happening May 25th at, oh my gosh, I should have this off the top of my head, shouldn't I? It is via Zoom. It's I will be putting a link in the chat, allowing you to register. And it's May 25th, and I believe it's 12 to 1:30, but it's in the afternoon. I tried to make it so that people could, at least on Eastern time, could hit the lunch hour. So yes.
Okay, and then what if people are interested, but that time just isn't working out? Is it going to be, can they access the link if they register and catch it on a replay?
Absolutely. Thank you for asking. Yes, if you can't make it during that time, that's okay. You will get the replay and you will get access to me. So I'll be giving you all my information where you can contact me if you have questions. And certainly if you want to schedule some healing or as Sunshine was saying earlier, I'm also a meditation instructor and a life coach. So if any of that is of interest to you, you'll definitely have the information regardless, but definitely you will have the recording of the workshop.
Okay, so May 25th is a Thursday and it is at noon Eastern. And if that time doesn't work for somebody, that if they register, they can get that Zoom link and watch it whenever it's convenient for them. And
Absolutely.
yes, okay,
Yes.
wonderful. And
Yes.
then you mentioned you're going to put that in the link here. And then what would your website be? How would you like people to get hold of you? You mentioned meditation or any other work. What is best for people? How do they contact you? Or if they have questions or
Yes, so it's journeytoinnerjoy.com. So JOURNEYTO INNERJOY.com. So journey to inner joy. I had to okay, I can spell. Yeah, and so it's got all of my offerings there. Look me up on Facebook. It's Lori Piper, LORIPIEPER. Of course, if you're watching this, you probably are on my already Facebook friends, but yeah, reach out and yeah, anything you need there. And there is a contact Lori. So, if you have questions about anything, you can set up a free 30-minute conversation with me.
oh, beautiful. Yes, I love that. Well, thank you, Lori, so much for coming on and sharing from your heart and doing the energy medicine solutions chapter and being involved in the workshop series, and having and sharing right on all your talents, your knowledge, all the tools, and helping people heal and enlighten and live in joy, peace, and love and health and abundance and wellness. So
Oh my
thank you
gosh, you
so
make me
much for
sound
being
so
here
wonderful.
today. You are wonderful. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
Well,
very inspirational. So thank you, Lori. And thank you, everybody, for joining us here today. And have a magical day. And sending lots of love. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Sunshine. Thanks, everybody.